All right, how's everyone doing? Thanks for listening in on the Rich CELENZA show. WTF are you talking about? So today I'm going to kind of get into on my podcast is kind of what I'm going through in the gym. So I've always been kind of balls to the wall working out my entire life. And I've always had tons of energy. And I used to get nuts. I love going to the gym and kicking it in the ass. Whatever I'm doing, I always had tons of energy. I didn't bullshit around. I hit all my body parts. I didn't neglect anything, especially legs or nothing. But lately, since I turned 48, I'm going to be 49 next month, I'm getting my ass kicked a little bit. And the last year and a half, I went and traveled to like 420 cities throughout North America. And I don't know if that had something to do with it. I'm sure that exhausted me. I'm not going to say that, that being incorporated. But it's been longer than a few months since I really traveled hard, and I thought that would lighten up, but man, I felt better to a certain degree when I was traveling. Now, I don't know if that was adrenaline kicking in, but I'm dragging ass a lot of times at the gym, and I don't know why to a certain degree, and I've always been the type of person when I go to the gym, if I fuck with myself a little bit and try to dog it, I pay the price. So if I go in there and try to just manipulate my way and say, you know what, you don't got to do this, dude, why don't you go lighter, I'll go heavier. Why don't you not do abs today? I'll go kill myself and do abs. Anything I kind of, I don't give myself a pass. I talk about that a lot in life, if you keep giving yourself a pass. But I do give myself a pass like an asshole regarding other things, but if it's things I'm interested in accomplishing, I won't give myself a pass, if that makes sense. Regardless, it's not about even money or anything like that. It's about just mental, warfare. I talk about there's like three of me. I don't know about anybody else. You kind of I'll just use a gym for an example. I'm going to the gym. Yeah, let's get to the gym. I get to the gym. That guy's at the gym. And then the other guy jumps in my head and says, hey, let's kind of be cool today. You're older. You don't want to pull anything. You might get hurt. Don't go as heavy as you used to. And I start bullshitting. And then the other guy, the original guy's like, oh, no, let's just, they start agreeing with one another. And then the third guy in my head comes on and says, Bodhi, you shut the fuck up. Just for talking this way, I'm going to kill it today. I'm going to kick both of your asses. So that's kind of how I always went through my workouts, good or bad. I kind of like tormenting myself. I loved going into the pain zone. I love the intensity of it. But I've definitely lost a lot of strength over the years and a lot of intensity as well. But now it's getting harder and harder. Now, I don't know if it's my eating habits, because I really love eating Italian food, and I'm not changing that. So, I'm just thinking that, but I was really thinking, I was actually in the sauna listening to these guys talking about working out, and it really hit me. So it's obviously working out is physical, obviously, and we all talk about it being mental first. That's anything in life for the most part. It's got to be mental first, physical follows next, blah, blah, blah. But you've probably been caught yourself doing things physical, not even knowing you're doing it mentally. You're just going through the motion because it becomes routine. But I have found myself now becoming weaker as far as my emotional, or my mental, I should say, workout goes. My mental workout always carried me. I didn't realize it to this level. I thought it was more mental and physical, I guess you could say. But now as my mental is getting weaker, or it's just not as strong, or maybe I'm not pushing it as hard as I should be. I don't know if I'm giving it a pass again, if I'm being lazy. I got to figure this out myself. Now, I don't know if you guys have been through this. I think all people have been through this. I played so many different sports throughout my life. So, what's kind of funny about this whole damn thing is I'm starting this Mastering Self-Confidence program, and I'm incorporating fitness into it. So I'm going to be putting videos up and doing voiceovers, because my partner, who I'm doing this with, for my age, he gets goofy about the type of shape I'm in. And I was actually just watching Triple H. I just want to see, he's 49, kind of watching a video on what his type of workout is. He's a monster, that dude. And it's kind of funny because I've always been pretty strong and pretty rocking and rolling, and now we're getting ready to shoot these videos, and I feel like a piece of shit. And I've got to figure this out myself. I got to, I'm going to Vancouver in a couple days. I don't know if, haven't taken supplements in, I think, in like 20 years. I was taking some creatine. It worked pretty well. I liked that. And before that, it was like 30 years ago, like Gainer's Fuel, shit in the 80s, this stuff called Hot Stuff out of Orlando, Florida, Natural Sterile Complex, all this stuff. But I was able to not really have to take supplements. I take 2 Flintstone vitamins a day. And actually, even after the gym, I'll be honest, I usually go to Starbucks. I am a piece of shit now that I think about it. But anyways, I don't know if I'm getting enough protein for my age or if I'm just getting tired. And I have this theory about this when working out. It's kind of Jane Fonda's theory. I kind of stole it from her. But she said, and I like this, is as you get older, you can't obviously get caught up with your past. And I couldn't agree more. I see so many of my buddies that have worked out over the years that just try to hang on to lifting. They're just lifting too many weights, trying to hang on to their youth, and it's beating the shit out of them. I'm beat up. I'm not going to lie. My tendons and joints are from going heavy for so many years. Thank God I lost weight when I did. I was always between 230 and 250. My weight would fluctuate. But I don't have any back problems really, and I lifted a lot of equipment. We basically were in the vending business, so I used to literally move pool tables by myself. All different types of equipment. Basically, if you're in the vending business, at least the gaming vending, it's basically all you are is a mover. I mean, you collect money, but you're movers. You're bringing equipment in, moving it out, all that type of stuff. So, anyways, I'm going to have to, I'm always giving people advice regarding working out or things, but I really don't know the nutrition side like I should. I mean, I know the basics. I know what works for me, but if you're middle-aged, I think you just got to get smarter. Oh, yeah, and back to the Jane Fonda thing. Keeping up with your past will never work. But that doesn't mean you quit, obviously. Right? So I've lost a lot of strength over the years because no one's going to beat Father Time. I mean, I'm not going to jump on juice and get stupid or start hurting myself to push up heavier weight to impress anybody in the gym or publicly. I could care less. I'm pretty happy with the way my body turned out at my age. I do want to hold size, obviously. But you got to realize when you get older, I think, well, I'm starting to realize, is you need to not necessarily work out less, maybe more, but just not kill yourself. I realize that even running, I don't run anymore. I mainly walk, or I'll do the elliptical, call me a sissy, but I'm not interested in taking that pounding on my knees, my lower back, my hips, none of that anymore. I keep really looking down the road as far as hopefully I want to be able to walk when I'm older. I want to be able to get out of bed, and I almost feel like a professional athlete to a certain degree. Even though I'm not saying I was a professional athlete, but I lifted weights for so many years, so hardcore. Never gave myself a break. So, but I didn't get banged up like a football player or anything like that, but I never stopped lifting weights or playing sports. I think swimming helped me because I was always swimming in between that and the buoyancy. But even when I'm swimming, man, I used to, after a workout, jump in and do 40 laps. Even the sauna's kind of kicking my ass. So now I'm doing saunas are supposed to be one of the most amazing things now for you. I've been doing it for years, steam and sauna. I loved it anyways. But it's supposed to be amazing for, obviously, your skin, your heart, your blood flow, all these things. So, anyways, so I really got to start figuring this shit out. And if you feel the same way, I should say you feel the same way. I see this with my father, too. He's older. Obviously, he's 70. What is my father, 72? I don't know what the hell he is. He always had the most energy. I mean, he destroyed me. He still has a lot of energy. But I took him to the gym when I was in Chicago, and he gets excited when he works out with me. Haven't worked out with him in years, and he gets really goofy. Like when he sees me like bench pressing 225 for like 10 times at my age, I don't know what it is. I think he just becomes like a proud father. Normally he doesn't seem that proud about anything, but when I work out, he really loves that. Or if I'm curling 50-pound dumbbells or anything like that, he just goes crazy for it, which I kind of like that. But anyways, he's been telling me how exhausted he is, and I realize his diet's bad, obviously, too. Now, I don't know if as we get older, we obviously get more tired, or if I'm just wearing myself down with my workouts. I've been trying, I never do the same workouts, so I've been trying all these different style workouts, because I always do that anyways. But there's no way, like I used to be able to do like a whole workout and then do cardio afterwards. Like I said, swimming, anything. I don't care if it's elliptical. I don't care if it's even walking. I don't care if it's rowing. whatever. I used to be able to easily combine both. No way now. So I had to nip that in the bud. So now I'm kind of I also used to always kind of do a 2-on, 1-off for a while. 2-on, 1-off, 2-on, 1-off. That included weights, cardio. Now I'm almost doing, my friend said, try in every other day. So I've been trying that, and I still kind of, for the most part, still jump on the 2-on, 1-off. It's just more cardio driven. But, I think this is all just coming down to me figuring out what do I want out of my workouts and what am I willing to put my body through at my age. Or am I just being a bitch saying like everybody else, oh my God, when you hit this age, when you're, and I say that too. I tell my friends all the time, I felt this way at 35. When I hit 40, holy shit, the hammer came down. Oh my God, when I hit 45, this happened. I sometimes wonder if a lot of this shit is in my head, right? Right? I really believe that a majority of it is. Again, when things like this come up, I think this is where I'm weakening. Right? Instead of toughening up, I am kind of pussing down. I got to kick myself in the ass. Obviously, right now, the weaker two assholes, I call them, or whatever, are convincing the tough guy to kind of lay down a little bit. I write screenplay, so I have a screenplay where a guy comes in the mirror, back to my 3 people, and he starts saying to himself, I can't believe what you did. And then the other person in your mind says, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. And then the other one says, are you kidding me? We're in big trouble. And then the other one, in your mind, the other person says, inside your head says, no, don't worry about it. Those two start arguing. And the third person comes in and says, shut the fuck up, both of you. And that's kind of what I want to do. But I have not been able to do it. So if you're kind of going through this too, I get it. Take your time and figure it out, because I think there's so many different things regarding working out. Obviously, napping, sleeping, food, the style workout you're doing. Even I think that, what mindset you are in your relationship, I think, being nervous about a lot of things, especially if you have kids, they're getting older. I think as we get older, we start stressing over college, even if they get married, or what they're going to need in the future, or who the hell they may be dating, or, if you're divorced. I think our parents are getting older. All these things I'm kind of thinking about now, and I don't know if it's daunting, but it's kind of exhausting me a little bit. So I think they're affecting my workout, which I need to learn how to separate that like I always did, right? I also think I'm going to start needing to, and I think people should think about this too, is doing fun things again. Kind of going back to my childhood and doing fun things that I love to do while growing up, games. I don't care what it is. Even if it's something stupid like bocce ball. I don't care if it's that. But having fun during my workouts. Like I've tried surfing in San Diego. I'm afraid of the fucking ocean. It's a jungle out there. It's a water jungle. And I'm not in the mood to be eaten alive. I'm not in the mood to get bit. I'm just not in the mood for that shit. I went mountain biking with my cousin. I loved it. But I got nuts, did a jump, flipped over the handlebars, and broke 3 ribs. I get goofy, so I'm not very safe, I guess you could say. That's why I refuse to drive a motorcycle and I drive a convertible, because I'm nuts. And if I get in a motorcycle, I lock in and I'm going to probably be going 150 miles per hour and I'm dead. So a convertible gives me that kind of same closeness a little bit. And I don't have to wear a helmet because I live in Florida, but I don't even think you got to wear a helmet in Florida, but I would definitely be dead. But anyways, regarding working out and having fun, even if it's going to play volleyball, maybe I should go do a sport like that. I hate yoga, to be honest. It's so boring, but I may go do that. I've been doing a lot of stretching more and more, and I really think when I was doing it, I was really good at it. I was naturally flexible, so maybe I'll start doing that as well. Maybe taking some classes, even though I never do that in the gym. And maybe that's something you guys should think about too, is just switching up your workout. I know that's hard because it kind of takes away from, if you're a hardcore lifter, power lifter, or just been a bodybuilder and you love weights, you got to think about what's better for your health, for, the longevity. I definitely don't want to be the guy who's 65, still worrying about not even lifting heavy weights, but always having to lift weights and having a certain body. So, I'm going to wrap this damn thing up. We're going to 15 minutes here. But anyways, I hope maybe some of the things I'm talking about, maybe you realize you're going through, and some of the changes that I'm making might be able to help you as well. that's it. Again, thanks for listening to the Rich CELENZA Show. WTF are you talking about? That's it. Take care.